and destruction typically provokes greater commemorative passion than does quiet dissipation. Three distinct Blackdom memorial projects emerged nearly a century after the Townsite Company's original incorporation. Only one of these visions ever reached fruition, but the recurrent pattern that emerges, diligent labor, followed by minor successes, and tempered by eventual collapse, echoes the very history of the community that a group of devoted individuals hoped to memorialize.
I always feel like we need a clapping, Thank you so much, Austin. I'm going to clap. I think that sets up really wonderfully to think about politics, memorialization, and power, which our panelists will touch on. So without further ado, thank you, Austin. Our next presenter is going to be Daryl Cuba. Daryl Cuba is the Center for Public Leadership Fellow at Harvard Kennedy School, the Ivy League's first Wikipedia Fellow, and the inaugural Oral History Fellow at the Washington National Cathedral. Daryl is dismantling systemic white supremacy and institutional racism through #MappingFreedom, check it out, a crowdsourced equity, digital, and emerging technology initiative that interactively documents and digitally maps freedom colonies on the planet. He put that in quotes. He leads the National Cathedral's inaugural video oral history project, Thus Saith Our Souls, the African American Experience in the Episcopal Church. Take it away.
Hello, everyone. Thanks so much. I'll just get right to it. Let me see if I can do this. Yeah, so I'm Daryl Cuba, and I'm a Center for Public Leadership Fellow here at the Kennedy School, while also being a mid-career MPA candidate at the Kennedy School as well. My project, the Mapping Freedom Project, seeks to map all the freedom colonies. And with freedom colonies, we're calling this international resistance to Western colonialism. If you've heard of Palenques in Colombia, Macombos and Quilombos in Brazil, Maroons in Jamaica, all the Black settlements in the North American sort of region, that's what we're calling freedom colonies. Communities that resisted Western colonialism, whether it was the original slavery or the Jim Crow that they were escaping, any sort of form of community that was intentionally created to resist this. So I should also say that my maternal grandmother's, I'm a relative of descendants from Blackdom. My maternal grandmother, who was Avis Clipper's uncle, which is my third great uncle, who was Duncan Clipper, had a son, Oscar Clipper Sr., who's my first cousin 3 times removed, married Blackdom's founder's daughter. The founder was Frank Boyer, and his daughter is Edmonia, and they helped to found and settle the town.
Name, rank, and date.
Atsimba.
Tim Nelson.
Selfa Alejandra.
Yeah.
Raúl Muñoz. Dean Morales.
Jenny Irvin.
Jenny.